yellow card, 4 questions and turn around. So you don't ever want to feel afraid in the car again.
Mm-hmm.
Is that true?
Yes.
You don't ever want to feel afraid in the car again. Can you absolutely know that's true?
No.
And what happens when you believe that thought? I don't ever want to feel afraid in the car again.
I start to feel afraid. I start to feel anxious. My gut gets tight. I don't ever want to feel afraid. I start to picture all the scenarios where I could possibly be afraid. Picture all the trips that I have upcoming that are in big cities and 5 or 6 or 7 lanes of traffic going very fast on the freeway. Yeah, I picture, I just immediately start getting anxious and scared and nervous and uncomfortable. And I'm really disconnected from myself. I start to picture all of these scenes and then kind of have this feeling of like I've left myself, I've abandoned myself. Mm-hmm. I'm on the road, I'm in all these future accidents that haven't happened, I'm imagining them.
So in whose business are you in when you're imagining all that?
Yeah, every other driver on the road. I'm in God's business. I'm really so aware of not trusting. It's like I can trust in a lot of scenarios, but on the road, I don't trust that whatever happens, it's okay. I really believe it's a great underlying belief. I believe that accidents are possible on the road and that they shouldn't happen. Mm-hmm. And so I don't trust that whatever happens is what's supposed to happen. Yeah, on the road, I have a whole different way of believing in general, and then I get on the road and all of that's gone. Yeah, I can really see it's possible to have an accident that wasn't part of God's plan.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a great belief.
Yeah.
And who would you be out of God's business and without the thought that you don't ever want to feel afraid in the car again?
My mind is having a hard time wrapping around this. So I'm imagining like another driving scenario, this long road trip coming up. Mm-hmm. And I don't have the thought, I don't ever want to be afraid. So I'm just noticing I'm afraid. I'm looking at that and I'm afraid. And I don't have the thought I don't ever want to feel afraid again. I'm noticing, oh, your mind's going there to those future accidents. And you know what? You're feeling afraid. And you know what? Those accidents aren't happening right now. They're only in your thinking. Just take a deep breath. Without the thought I don't ever want to be afraid again, I can notice I'm afraid and just reassure myself.
And how does that feel?
So much more relaxing, easier to breathe. Again, my stomach lets go of the knot. Yeah, it's so, when I think I don't ever want to be afraid again, I can't notice when I'm afraid. I can't just sort of catch that and say, oh, feeling afraid, that's okay. Somehow when I think I don't ever want to, then I think I shouldn't be. And so then I override it.
And then it grows, like you noticed. So in sitting, so without that thought, you sit with it and you check in with the moment.
Yeah, wow. Feeling afraid. And there's no accident happening right now. It's just a little quick reality check. No accident. Really I don't see any cars in the vicinity. Yeah.
So let's do this turnaround a little bit differently with the I'm willing and I look forward. So I don't ever want to be afraid in a car again.
I'm willing to be afraid in the car again.
Why? Why that?
Well, it's so inevitable.
Yeah.
I just driving here today, 5 different times of somebody, making a lane change and not seeing me maybe, or, something happening. I mean, it's just what driving is. Oh no, not the being afraid part. I see. I'm afraid, but having situations happen in the car doesn't automatically mean you'd have to be afraid. Yeah, see, I haven't even noticed that until just now. I think being afraid is the only option for a reaction in the car.
So if you're willing to be afraid, so you're willing to have those images, what would that be? Such a wonderful experience if you're willing to experience it.
Because it's inevitable. So, being open, what I noticed is when I was willing to be, I could actually notice that I was. When I wasn't willing to be, then I was overriding it and being in everybody else's business and so on. If I'm willing to be, then I'm here noticing that I'm afraid and I can take care of this.
And feel that what you just told me, and I can take care of this.
It feels so comforting, reassuring, relaxing. It's so funny because part of the whole driving thing is not having control. If I'm never the driver, then I can never have control. Right now what I feel is I'm in control. I can take care of this. Whatever this is, the fears and so on, I feel in control.